Hey guys. Um, yeah, today's been an interesting day. I've been working on the next release of webos. At the moment, 1.1 is the latest release. You can get it from the Meowie Games website. But I want to show you the next version. Sorry if I say a lot. I'm not sure why. I'm just yeah. Sorry about the drought of videos lately. It's just I haven't really had anything to post. And I decided to make a stream just because why not? So currently, this is supposed to be 2.0, but it never loads properly for some reason, and I'm going to just remake it entirely. So this is what's supposed to be 2.0, but it's so buggy I'm just going to restart it. So I'm going to show you what's left of my current 2.0 beta. So upon manually starting it, and then resizing to the VM, you can see here, so let's run nitrogen really quick. Yeah, 2.0 is going to be changing a lot, and you can see what my current progress with 2.0 is. This is a concept. This background is not mine. It's just a random one I found online, and it's usable, but buggy as all hell. So if I try exiting, it just no. It just says no. In fact, you can just keep using it as if nothing happened. So you have to manually shut it down, and that's just not acceptable. So yeah, I thought I might as well reinstall it on stream. Yeah, so I'm gonna make a new virtual machine, one that should have the same amount of RAM. WebOS is kind of strange. It's not exactly our main project, and when I say our, I mean my. Andrew can't work on it because he can't use Linux, so I'm kind of the only person who can do it. But that's probably a good thing. I don't want to focus on... Yeah, just ignore all of that. Me and Andrew do a lot of random crap. I'm just gonna... Yeah. Just gonna browse local. There's a lot of Meow's Adventure betas in here. Yeah. Meow's Adventure 3 is underway. We're doing pretty well, though a bit slow. And when I say slow, I mean as in development, not the game. The game actually runs. Well, I wouldn't say it runs perfectly. It runs smoothly. And you can see our current progress in the Meow's Adventure build, the remake. Here it is. Here's the CD. Yeah, here it is. Okay, found it. Alright, so this is my Debian ISO. I've tried making a WebOS ISO based on Debian, but I can't do that, not yet. I just don't know really how to do it, and there's not really a whole lot of documentation on how to make an installer for it. Like, I can make one, but making an installer for one just is not possible. So, yeah. If you're wondering why I selected Debian testing, even though this is a Debian stable ISO, it's because I'm actually using Debian on my host machine, and basically the latest Debian stable version is Debian testing, so yeah. I'm using Debian 11. So yeah, that's actually part of the reason why I'm using an old version of OBS. It's because yeah. So I'm going to switch to another window so you can just see the virtual machine. I'm gonna just crop it to the virtual machine directly. So one sec. And we're going to make a generic WebOS user because this is a development thing. Yeah. So let's name it, let's name this thing WebOS. don't care about root, so yeah. Okay. WebOS user is the full name. It's username. And the password will be WebOS. Eastern time. Okay. Use entire disk. All files in one partition. By the way, I'm not reading chat if you're sending anything, so I'm just focused on developing this, and I thought I'd just do it live so you can see my screw ups, and also so I don't have to worry about recording it. Yay. Basically, I don't have to worry about like forgetting to upload it if I record it and all that, because it's being uploaded already. So, wow. You're actually, my monitor is 144 hertz, so and the recording is at 30 FPS. So yeah. I've kind of just switched to Debian as my main operating system because I don't really have a reason. I just like Debian. I've been kind of distro hopping a lot lately, and I've managed to stick with Debian since the 24th of November. It's December 10th today, so I've been doing a pretty good job. Though recently I've had to reinstall Debian because I screwed up. So yeah, I didn't distro hop. I just messed something up, and I couldn't fix it, so I just reinstalled. Why don't I play some Sonic 2 music? Why not? I love Sonic music. Just go. Since this is a WebOS dedicated machine, we're going to completely disable these two. Oh, no, disable. Oh my god. I gotta adjust my share, because I keep pressing my enter key by accident. Anyways, yeah, this is everything. So let's just click continue. Shouldn't be retrieving anything. It should just add a few more packages that's used by the system and then reboot. Yeah. After we reboot, I'm going to get into configuring WebOS using the way I'm doing it right now is the recommended way to install it. You can install it on a system that already has like another desktop environment, and it might screw up one or two things, but for the most part, it'll be fine. But this virtual machine is completely dedicated to WebOS because it's literally for developing it. So we're not installing another desktop on here. But personally, I use GNOME for no other reason, but it's just better. It's just better than OpenBox for this. I'm not saying that that OpenBox and WebOS is bad. It's just GNOME. It evolves better, and it's an actual complete desktop environment. Well, WebOS is kind of just an experiment. The main feature that I'm going to have in 2.0 is that it's going to be much similar to WebOS, the Scratch version. So let's log into as WebOS user. So download the zip file for webos installer. Oh. There we go. News linked off. I might install LightDM, but I'm going to do that later. I'm going to focus on just developing webOS. Okay, it's going to install a monster amount of packages. And also copy over the configuration, because yeah, that's basically what webOS is. It's a group of packages that are configured. And it's going to be based on Debian stable only, because yes, Debian is very stable indeed. I don't really see a reason to not use Debian stable, because Debian stable is pretty good for basing something on, because generally you don't need to worry about anything breaking, and it's just more reliable basically. I could base this very much on Arch, but who's gonna use webOS on Arch Linux? Seriously. Who would use it on Debian either? Like, this is just a passion thing that I like to do. It's a little passion project like Meow's Adventure. I wouldn't say the Meow's Adventure remake is the definitive version of the game. If anything, the remake's actually more of an experiment to see how Cat's Engine 3 can hold up against 1. Because that's about how far we're in. I mean, enemies do exist in the latest development version, but who cares about them, really? They just aren't really ready. Okay, so we've just booted into webOS for the first time. You'll notice it's kind of stretched, but that's just because, yeah, if we run a webOS version, you can see that we're on the latest version, which is 1.1. We're going to go from here and make 2.0. So, first of all, let's customize it a bit. Just for the stream, because why not? So let's go to .config, openbox, auto start. I'm going to be more careful this time and just focus on 2.0. So, yeah, let's quickly add and then just exit openbox. I think you can tell that we have kind of a problem with things not starting correctly. Let's try again. Okay, there we go. So, yeah, we're on a fresh 1.1 install. If you run webOS version, you can see it's 1.1. This is literally a shell script. Let me actually show you how to modify it. So, just type nano.webosversion.sh and just change whatever you want here. It makes it easy to just kind of sign new versions, though. Signing, you don't have to change this, but this is how you know who last modified it, if they are kind enough to let you know. This should almost always say Meowie Gamer. That's what it should say. By the way, if you're wondering why it says Cosmic Comics Software, but it's on the Meowie Games website, it's because I own the Meowie Games website and Andrew owns the Cosmic Comics website. You're going to see stuff that moves a lot more quickly on the Meowie Games website and stuff that's just not as quick on the Cosmic Comics website. Just because I can easily just be up at 12 a.m. modifying webOS and release a new version whenever I want. I don't have to wait for Andrew. Anyways, let's quickly modify this to say Merca. So, as you can see, it now registers as 2.0, even though this is still technically 1.1. So now let's add the new features. So, the main thing is turning this into kind of something similar, or if possible the same, as webOS's Scratch version. Ow. I just scratched myself. Okay. So let's go to Scratch and look at the prototype of webOS. This is going to be slow, so be ready. Let's just go to Meowsie's event. Let's just go to Meowsie's adventure and get to my account. We're not going to wait for the game to load. That's not our point. Let's load up the webOS testing, which is a beta. You can see I've changed it here. So this is what the original webOS looked like. It looked like this garbage. You can see, because I'm running this in a virtual machine, it's very slow. But, yeah, this is what webOS looked like. This is what the original webOS looks like. Comparing it here, you can just see how different it is. So that's what I plan on making it similar to. And we're going to use Plank Dock for the bottom panel, and we'll just use the normal Tint 2 panel for the top. So let's start customizing it. Yeah. My bad, I opened up the wrong thing. Okay. Let's Tint 2 settings, edit theme. I could very well do this with... Why does it say battery low? This is a virtual machine. It doesn't have a battery. And I'm also running this on a computer without a battery. I'm running this on desktop. Whatever, it's weird. Anyways. Let's install Plank. This is X11. What does it think I'm doing? Running it on Wayland? Oh, whatever. It's probably because I'm running this on without PyCom enabled. So let's try StartX again. Yeah, you can just see that webOS as a whole is just buggy. You can fix this by just doing bg scale bg scale. Simple as that. Alright, let's run Plank. No. That's so weird. It should start. It just doesn't. god. There's still people who run everything as sudo. Oh. Oh, okay. That makes sense. I'm running on X11. There's no way this is Wayland. There we go. Now Plank starts. Let's add this to auto start, but I'm not going to do that in the conventional way. I'm going to make a new shell script. Let's just try starting Plank now. Let's close out of the terminal. Let's exit webos. Okay, Plank starts. That's good. Can we still exit though? Yes, we still can. Okay. It's already more stable than it was before. So let's just quickly make that not stay in the dock. Alright. Now we're gonna I've tried multiple things, and no matter what I do, it doesn't work. So I'm gonna have to just keep it with the matte theme. Okay. Fill. So now it fills it. We're gonna make it a bit smaller. Could be a bit bigger. Start. Let's see if that saves. There we go. As you can see, it now looks close to the original. Though I do want to replace it with nitrogen. the wallpaper engine, because at the moment it uses FE, which, while it does integrate better, it makes it harder to change your wallpaper, unless you know how to do it. And while I can do it no problem, I want to make it so it's easy to set up, you know? So yeah, as you can see, this desktop is very reminiscent of GNOME 2, which, yay, but also a bit strange, wouldn't you say? So, yeah. I also want to disable Intel Hide if I'm... So yeah, this is what 2.0 is going to look like, hopefully. Yeah. Using the OpenBox window manager, created a cool desktop. So it's basically 1.1 with the new panel, but I'm also trying out something new, which might actually automatically fix the issue I've been having, which is using desktop icons. Most Linux distros use GNOME as their default, as far as I know. And okay, that's unrelated. You know what? Let me just rephrase that. Desktops in general just don't use desktop icons very much. Nowadays, it's usually just kind of a cool thing if it exists. And now that I think about it, this is kind of like GNOME 2. It's not going to be GNOME 2, and it never will be, but I might as well make it at least look like GNOME 2. So what I'm going to do is, let's add desktop environments. I'm at desktop icon support, because why not? Not only does it make it easier to configure, but it, yeah. It's just better. So let's, and I'm gonna actually use this to replace the FE part. So let's restart. As you can see now, we have desktop icons by default. So I'm gonna quickly clean it up a little bit. Yes, move this to the bin. And I'll keep this here. I have a little tutorial strung about. Let's just empty the trash can. Yeah. There we go. That's webos 2.0, the alpha version. I might stop streaming now, because yeah, it's been about 30 minutes, and I'm pretty happy with how it's going. Yeah, I'm gonna end it here. There is one more thing I want to do, though, which is make a little, snapshot of the virtual machine. 2.0 won't come out anytime soon, but I'll keep working on it, and eventually I'll release it. WebOS itself is more just a script, but still, it's pretty interesting. Well, that's gonna be all from me. Thank you guys for watching. Enjoy this extremely amazing thing, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Yeah. Bye.